Tuesday, New York Trade AM recap. Went into the session bullish. Expected the draw to be all-time highs, and a combination of yesterday's highs, Monday's highs. Um, was waiting for news, the CPI data print before I could really do any kind of ideas upon the market. What we did have is 8:30 news had this really strong expansion higher. Um, kind of expected it to happen. Essentially, was bullish. Want to see price take these highs, and I probably missed the first nice little setup for the day on the 15 second, which kind of made me shitty for the rest of the session. But he had a really nice 15-second inverse fair value gap, at least to take those minor highs there. Really nice setup, decent R&R at least in this case, about 2 to 1, 1.5 1.5 to 1 ratio. Really nice trade idea here. And so, considering the fact I was just bullish, I started looking for bullish setups. The first attempt was around here. I saw this 15-second assisted form here, and I like this for a good long, considering the strong fat candle, which confirmed it. I think that was a very small red trade in the end. I think I took the L around 23,776. Just got a bit too impatient in this session here. Once you had this really good move up and you took sell side, it would have been a smarter idea just to wait for the session before I would make any other plays. Knowing this, once I made that error there, maybe honestly not a bad trade. R&R of course works in your favor because I was targeting these all-time highs with that 15-second inverse, or 15-second inverse and assisted. So essentially, knowing that, I decided just the best idea was to wait for the session. Price came back into a 30-minute and a 15-minute inverse fair value gap. For the session open, I was observing the 15-second chart. Didn't really get anything to open the session. Once we get up to it, believe there was a strong manipulation leg around here. Price opened, moved hard up either way, went lower, and then I saw this strong expansion higher. Honestly, considering you're bullish, there was an entry down here as well, but I wanted to wait for the initial changes in delivery. Once I had that, I knew we were definitely bullish, and we're definitely going to try and draw up to these highs here. So the setup I did take was, there was a 15-second, there was a 30-second there, I believe, as well. Yeah, there was a good, really nice little 30-second inverse fair value gap. Plus, there was a 15-second assisted here as well. This was like your reconfirmation entry long. Was targeting this high, targeting at least these highs. In this case, I was just targeting these highs, so R&R still around 35 points for maybe 20 points. So good 1.5. Once we kind of kept on making these highs here, I put the stop to break even. I just didn't like how it kept on slowing around here. Kept on trying to climb, and then it had this strong expansion down. Once we had this strong expansion down, I was a bit concerned where any kind of long setup was most effective. Once we had this assisted here, I kind of saw this 4-hour fair value gap as probably a retap. There's a good chance that price wanted to retap into this fair value before maybe trying to make a move higher. You needed just a strong manipulation leg, but considering that, I did see price wanting to maybe go down to the strong movement back up. So the last trade I took was a short. I saw this really strong move down in assisted, and I just saw the trend wanted to go down in this case here, so I took a 15-second assisted short setup. Really tight R&R. My stop was around there, and I was targeting just a bit below this low here. So I was looking for a bit under around 2 to 1 ratio here. But really nice confirmation. Assisted, fat candle up, fat candle down, delivered into 1 minute fair value gap into this range. And then eventually you got that strong fat move down, assisted confirmation, and you saw a move down, and that was it for the day for me. Started a bit weak, probably missed out on the main setup to go long around 8:30. Tried to chase a long here, which got me burnt a bit. Took a break even setup here, which wasn't a bad idea, and then a short here, which just made sense. Overall, the draw wasn't for price to go lower, because eventually what you do get is you do get this bullish move after delivering, taking some of these lows, and then you get the strong continuation higher, which would have been a good long, but at this point here I was done for the day. Usually I limit myself up to at least 2 trades during the New York session. So yeah, that's what I took today.